As mentioned previously, Dr. Nugent, I believe we have her all hooked up and she's standing by. So let's go to our Justin Cruz with that. Jess.
All right, so yeah, this is going to be a little bit different compared to what we did initially with Hurricane Lane and Hurricane Olivia, because this is somewhat virtual. And Dr. Nugent's going to be joining us from her home and online. So again, this is a first, and there she is. Hi, Dr. Nuge.
Hello, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming back. It is good to see you. We're friends instead of just, co-workers, so to speak. And so I've seen you around, and it's good to see you here on KHON. Of course, whenever you see Dr. Allison Nugent on KHON, you know something's going on, and that thing that's going on is Hurricane Douglas. So let me start by asking you, and we do have quite a few viewer questions, just overall thoughts on Hurricane Douglas, maybe some general thoughts on the track and intensity and what we've seen so far and what we could expect looking ahead.
Yeah, so it started out and I thought, oh, they don't usually come this way. And it's just been getting kind of worse and worse, and it's still been sticking with that same, the forecasts have been pretty great, and it's getting closer and closer. And so I think the amount of, turmoil I feel is just increasing. But I think that we're in good hands. The Central Pacific Hurricane Center has it all under control and is helping to keep us informed. And I have my fingers crossed that it'll just skirt by the islands. It won't mean no impacts, but it'll mean hopefully reduced impacts rather than a landfall. So I have my fingers crossed for that.
Yes, as we all do. Good point there. Let me ask you, again, we do have questions, but let me just throw this out there because these are questions that people have asked me, and maybe you can go and give us a little bit of insight. What steers hurricanes? What makes it go in a west-northwest direction? What makes it go north or south? What is the primary steering mechanism that makes these things move?
So what steers hurricanes is kind of the same thing that steers our trade winds. That high pressure system in the central North Pacific kind of steers winds around it. And it's those same low level and mid level steering flows is how they're often referred to. It's those same winds that are pushing the storms. It's those same pressure lines. And so what's steering this storm is the same as any other storm. It's the pressure systems and those mid and lower level wind patterns.
And is it safe to assume that because a hurricane is a low pressure system, that it is attracted to other low pressure systems and looks for that in its steering?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Okay. It would avoid, for instance, like a high pressure, like ramming that. Let's take a viewer question because we do have a few of them. And feel free, by the way, if you have a graphic that you want to pop up with Zoom, feel free to do that. Otherwise, if you need me to put up a graphic, I got it right here. We just have a regular satellite shot of Douglas right now. So a question came in. Does the speed that a hurricane moves affect the actual wind speed itself?
So maybe we can step back to the previous question too and kind of talk about pressure patterns. So just like where you have topography, and if you looked at it from above, you would see lines of constant altitude. We look at pressure in the same way. So where you have high pressure, it's almost like a mountain. And where you have low pressure, it's like a valley. And so in general, air wants to flow from high pressure to low pressure. It wants to flow downhill. But usually, because of balanced patterns in the atmosphere, it tends to go along a constant altitude. Just like if you're going for a hike, it's easiest to stay on a flat trail rather than to climb up or to climb down. So to get back to the question, to this particular question, just same idea. If you have stronger pressure gradients, then you can have stronger steering flow. And so it could affect the wind speeds a little bit in that if you have a stronger translational speed or movement of the storm combined with a stronger storm, then you may have at least locally stronger winds. But in general, I wouldn't say that the steering flow or what's pushing the hurricane is driving the strength of the winds. Those are kind of the pattern or the track, and the strength of the storm are two different things. They're not necessarily connected directly.
Gotcha. It's completely or mostly independent of each other. And another viewer question that we'll go to, and by the way, folks, if you're at home or you're watching maybe online, you can send a question to news right there that you see on the bottom of the screen, news@khon2.com, and Dr. Nugent or myself will get to it. And these are all great questions. This one, a little bit interesting. I kind of like this question. And viewer is asking, this is Devin from Paia, Maui. He says, what altitude are you safest during a hurricane? Are you safest upcountry or are you safest near the ocean? Maybe you could give us some insight on that.
That's a really great question, and it's a really hard one to answer. The problem with forecasting these types of storms, and the reason why it's better for everyone to just prepare, is that it's so hard to say you're going to be safe here and you're not going to be safe here. Because, for example, suppose you have winds coming up against a mountain. Well, you might have strong winds here, but then you could even have stronger downslope winds on the other side. And so, in general, in the atmosphere, wind speeds increase with altitude because you have less friction. Friction, kind of the wind blowing across the ground, slows those winds down right at the ground. So you do have stronger winds up higher. But then again, you know, it depends on if you're on the windward side or the leeward side. Our mountains make things really complicated here in the Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah, I would say there's almost like no real safe place, because even if you're by the ocean and you're in a storm surge area, that can be extremely problematic. If you're by a river or a stream, those could swell. You know, if you're up in the mountains, same situation with those downsloping winds and things of that nature. It's one of these things where, you know, you're right. You just stay prepared and, you know, you do your best that you can with it, and then hope everything works out and hope this thing continues to move to the north. Let me pull up some spaghetti models, because there was a question. Spaghetti models, interesting. They do look like spaghetti. You got to admit that. I mean, they do look like different spaghetti models. Let me pull it up here. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get in there and look. Okay, so when we talk about spaghetti models, we're talking about different forecast models. Each line that you see is a different mainframe computer trying to predict weather. And a viewer asks if there was one particular model that you feel would be more accurate than others.
So in general, and in this storm, we see the European model, the ECMWF, the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting model, outperforming all the others. And it's very often like that. And so this is no different. The storm has stayed closest to the ECMWF guidance.
I'm going to pull that model up. In fact, we do have access to that on the system, and just give me a second for that. And in fact, I've been using this all during our hurricane coverage, and this will take me just okay. Here we go. We got the Euro model right here. So this is the center of Douglas right now, and I'll go forward in time, and then we'll take a look at each island right now. This is to the north of the Big Island. By the way, you can see this, right?
So that's why I'm looking off to the side, because I have to look at the television screen.
Yeah, look off to the
I can't see
side.
it on my computer screen.
Look off to the side.
Because
you'd actually be looking to your side here. So, so I kind of paused it. This is 8 a.m. Again, this is a computer forecasting the weather, including, you know, the winds. But in this case, we're focused on the rain right now. Let's go island by island. Give me your thoughts about any kind of rain impacts for the Big Island. It appears that most of the really gnarly stuff is going to be to the north of the Big Island.
I can't hear the last part, but I heard the first part. So for rainfall, it appears that most of the rainfall will be offshore. And so as the storm is going by the islands, a lot of the rain is displaced to the north and northeast sides of the storm, which is expected because that's the direction of the wind shear. That's the down shear side of the storm. And so we're very lucky that the storm is skirting by to the north side of the islands instead of to the south side. So actually, if you look at the accumulated rainfall over time in the forecast models, there's this big strip of rainfall just to the north of the islands, and we're so lucky that we're not under it.
Could you?
I don't know if there was a last part of your question that I missed.
Could you elaborate on that? And specifically, you mentioned that, you know, it's a better situation for a tropical cyclone to skirt to the north rather than skirting to the south. Now, remember, Hurricane Lane kind of skirted to the south, and we saw some torrential rain with Hurricane Lane. If you can go a little bit into that, why it's a slightly better scenario to have it to the north of the islands versus to the south of the islands.
Yeah, so there's actually two important reasons why this side of the storm, meaning the side that we're on with Douglas, is better. The first reason is due to wind. So we kind of brought this up already, where if you imagine a storm is rotating in this direction and maybe it's moving upwards. So the winds are additive on one side of the storm and then they subtract from each other on the others. So when the winds around the storm line up with the direction of wind flow, there's stronger winds on that side and weaker winds on the other. So if you imagine Douglas going to the north of the islands, the strongest winds are on the north side of the storm and the weaker winds are on the south side because of the additive translational speed with the winds from the counterclockwise motion in the storm. So that's one reason. The second reason that it's really good we're on the south side of Douglas rather than the north side is due to wind shear. So the upper level winds are from the southwest to the northeast. So they're pushing the kind of top part of the storm towards the north and northeast. And that's where you'll find the heaviest and the deepest convection, the most clouds, the most rainfall, the heaviest rainfall. And so because we're not on that side of the storm, the amount of rainfall that we'll get on the south side will hopefully be less. But as you can see with some of the forecast models, they're just skirting right by. And so it's a very sensitive situation. If it's just a little bit further south, it's not great news. If it moves north, then we can breathe a sigh of relief. So every time I see the new forecast updates come out, I just hope that it's going to continue shifting northward.
Good point. Very good point. Now let's go, and I'm going to advance this Euro model into Maui right now. It seems as if, okay, first off, Maui County is going to get rain. The intensity, we'll see, but it seems even for Maui, and it's the situation for all islands, that a lot of the really heavy stuff is going to be just north of the county right now. And this is something that this model is something that you feel fairly consistent with what you would normally expect.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Sure, sure. We advanced to Maui County, and it's still the same situation as the Big Island, right? Where we have much of the heavier rains to the north of the islands, and along this track, this is the same situation that you would expect. No surprises here, right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so same thing. I'd say that from the forecast that I've seen, I've been the most concerned for rainfall on the windward sides of the islands. Because if you, just like how the model is showing, it's bringing those winds right up against the mountains on the windward side. And so yeah,
okay.
I think same guidance as with the Big Island. Those windward sides are going to get likely the most wind and the most rainfall.
All right, and now I'm going to show you, as you can see, Oahu. As we move towards Oahu, almost the bulk of the heaviest rains that are wrapped around the system encroaching more of Oahu. And then when you see Kauai, you're just like, wow. But again, this is just a model. It is a guide. It is guidance. And we use it, you know, just to help us warn people. But now that track has shifted forward, it kind of puts a little bit more rain into areas such as, and stronger winds into areas such as Oahu.
Yeah, I think that's why Oahu is under a hurricane warning instead of a tropical storm warning, and that's because the storm, at least from the latest track guidance, appears like it might come the closest to Oahu and or Kauai, and so you can see that reflected in the winds and in the rainfall. The closer you get to the storm center, the more of both you'll get.
I'm glad you brought that up because somebody actually emailed that exact same question or that answer that you addressed, is that why is Oahu the only area of the islands that is under that hurricane warning? And I'm just going to add to that. Another thing is, why is Kauai not? And the reason why Kauai is not is because the forecast track does have Douglas weakening into a tropical storm over Kauai. Therefore, that hurricane product was not issued for Kauai, at least at this point.
Yeah, it will hopefully weaken before it gets there.
Yeah. Okay, so Kauai. Now, even though there is a tropical storm warning, here we go. Look at you know, Kauai has seen, well, all islands have seen historical flooding at one point or another, but when you look at the island of Kauai, and almost all of it is in the color code that is heavy rain. And we hope the forecast track nudges farther, you know, farther to the north. But, you know, I remember a few days ago where Kauai appeared that it might not be as impacted, and you know, it was going to go straight through the Big Island, kind of move through all the other islands. But I guess this is a product of that official cone and that track nudging forward. Kauai being the farthest island to the north, this puts them in higher potential for some heavy rain and stronger winds.
Yeah, this really breaks my heart because that's that same area in the northern portion of Kauai that got so destroyed from the April 2018 floods. And so yeah, we keep saying this, but I think every single update that comes out, I just keep hoping that it'll move further north.
Yeah.
Because the further north it moves, it's better news. But the problem is always that when you have these strong winds with a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, just pushing up against the mountains, that's the exact recipe for extreme rainfall. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's, and you know, all islands have, you know, tall mountains for the most part, and higher elevations, and that's just the way things have been turned out. We wouldn't have anywhere near the amount of rainfall on an annual basis if it wasn't for the mountains. But at the same token, those mountains, you know, they extract our rain on a normal trade wind day. They extract our rain, and they, you know, they give us rainbows and a lot of water to drink and beautiful, lush greenery, except when it's in a drought condition. Okay, let's go here and let's see. What models make it on the list? Okay. We had a viewer ask me what models make it on the list to be considered as models. So about how many forecast models, I'll pull that up again, about how many forecast models do you think are really, you know, to be taken seriously? This is just your personal opinion. I have my opinion on this, and I actually have a number in mind, but I was curious as to, you know, when you look at stuff, how many models do you really give weight to when it comes to this kind of stuff? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Because certainly some of the models, I see them and I think, oh, that's just that model, and I don't take it too seriously. certainly the GFS model, the Global Forecast System model, which is the U.S. model, I take seriously. The HWRF, the Hurricane Weather Research Forecast model, I take seriously. Certainly the ECMWF that we already talked about. But it's not that the other forecast models are bad. It's just that maybe they were designed for something else. Maybe they weren't designed for tropical weather or for hurricanes. And so they might do other types of weather better, but in this situation, maybe less so. But I would say my personal top three is probably those three: HWRF, ECMWF, and GFS. There's also the Canadian model is pretty good, and there's a Navy model that is escaping me right now that I often will look to.
Okay. I'm going to tell you
what's your list?
My list is similar to yours, but I do have a forecast model that's only proprietary to this computer system, and that one's called the RPM. Sorry to get technical, folks, but anyways, it's called RPM. But I also heavily rely on the Euro model as well as the GFS model. And maybe if in the discussion from the Central Pacific Hurricane Center, somebody or one of the forecasters say, oh, you know, this model's kind of interesting, then I'll kind of dig deeper. But between the three, we get a good kind of agreement, at least for what I do as a broadcaster. Okay, questions for, you know what? This is kind of interesting since we're talking about models. And I don't know if we can actually answer this question, but maybe I'm just going to throw it out there. Why is the Euro model so good with tracking the tropics? I mean, any clue why? I mean, is this just their forte? Is there any reason why the Euro model is so accurate?
So I have an answer. I don't.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit hesitant to say it. Yeah. So there seems to be two different systems. So the U.S. system, the Global Forecast System model, is free. It's widely available to anyone who wants it in real time. And that's wonderful. I love the US system about how we offer data sets for free, including model and observational data. And that's not true with the European model. The ECMWF model is a paid model. So if you want real time, meaning like actually useful forecasts, you need to pay. It's not cheap. But that money then probably goes towards improving the model, not just for tropical weather, but for all kinds of weather. Okay. So it's kind of a trade-off. On the one hand, it's better, but on the other hand, it's not accessible. Yeah. Like I can't look at it because I don't pay for it. So.
Yeah. Okay. It's two different sort of enterprises, right? Our taxpayers paid for the GFS, and so it is free to us, and I'm sure the rest of the world uses it too. But hey, it's just fine. It's our service to the world. All right. Let me get another question. Let's see. Okay. This one is a very good question. I'm sorry, I should say the names of. That last question was from Glenn Yee. Thank you, Glenn Yee, for that wonderful question. This one is from Ed. And Ed asks, how do you determine wind direction before, during, and after a hurricane? Before you answer this question, I will preface that by saying tropical systems in the northern hemisphere spin counterclockwise, and that's the very basis of answering that question about wind direction before, during, or even after. Can you add a few layers to that, Dr. Nooch?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that Ed is wondering, how will the wind direction change as a system passes over him? And the way that I would probably recommend to do it is to put a map and then put a little circle and move it across and see which way, like if you have a counterclockwise rotation around a storm in the northern hemisphere, you could see that as the storm is approaching, you kind of have easterlies and then northeasterlies, and then as it moves over you, maybe you start to get northerlies and northwesterlies. So winds are named in the direction from which they come. So when I say northwesterly, I mean wind coming from the northwest to the southeast. And then as it moves further over, you might get westerlies, and then it would change back to easterlies as it goes by. That may have been very confusing, but what I would recommend is just kind of imagine a circle with a counterclockwise rotation and move it across you and see where you are with respect to the wind direction. Does that make sense, Justin? Is there anything you can add to that to make it clearer?
It does make sense, but I do have the benefit of the computer system here. What I'm going to try to do is do a scene where we add the wind direction and then kind of explain it on that. It's just going to take a few seconds, as they normally do.
Okay.
Let's
That's
see.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wishing that this was a whiteboard instead of just a wall so I could draw on it.
Yeah, a whiteboard would be cool right about now. Okay, so this is a satellite shot of the system, and can we take this full screen, please? Because this will. Thank you very much, Director Kim. So this is the wind direction right now, and if you are anywhere in the northern hemisphere, look at Hilo and look at the Big Island right now. The storm is to the east. If you are to the west of the storm, because of that counterclockwise circulation, you are going to have northerly winds, at least for now, predominantly, okay? So you see those northerly and northeasterly winds. I'm gonna get a pointer here. So this is the Big Island. The Big Island seeing northeasterly winds, but if the storm passes the Big Island, then you're gonna see these southerly winds because of the counterclockwise rotation of the system. So once Douglas clears, the Big Island starts heading towards Kauai, the wind direction will turn somewhat southerly. It might be southeasterly, and depending on the latitude, it might even be easterlies at one point. But a rule of thumb, I think, if you have a storm in the northern hemisphere that is a tropical cyclone that is spinning counterclockwise, if it's heading for you, you most likely will see some kind of northern component to the winds. If it's heading away from you, you most likely will see some kind of south or southerly component to the winds. Is that a sufficient answer, you think? Am I leaving anything out, Dr. Allison Nugent?
I would hope that Ed is satisfied.
Okay, yay, thank you. I got the thumbs up. All right, on to our next question. And you know what, I'm not, this is a very viable question. I'm just curious about what your thoughts are on this, and I don't think, oh, yes, this is good because of those winds. Why does it get so hot the day after a hurricane? Is that the common situation, or why would you, this is by Jeremiah. Thank you, Jeremiah. Why does it get so hot sometimes after a hurricane passes?
Yeah, that's a good follow-on, because you talked about as the storm passes, just afterwards you get southerly winds. And those southerly winds are bringing up moist, warm air from the south. So that's
simple as that, right? Right.
Yep.
In the northern hemisphere, when you have winds that are southerly, it is more humid. There's more moisture in the air. Obviously, that's humidity, and so it is vastly different from when you have northerly winds, which I love, by the way, during our winter months, because it's nice and cool and jacket-wearing weather. Those northerly winds have less moisture content, and it just overall feels dry. So thank you very much, Jeremiah Yamamoto, for that, and appreciate the question there. Let's see, moving on. Let's see. Okay, we have some weather clouds. She loves, by the way, she loves weather
So I have to
clouds.
say that these viewer questions are great, so keep them coming.
Yeah, yeah. Grant Yuen just wanted to make a statement saying thank you for keeping us informed for what you do, especially thank Nuge for her care for us and our islands, coming out to explain and teach us about our weather. So there you go. Thank you. Okay, let's talk wind shear. How about that? You want to do that? And
Yeah, sure.
by the way, I understand that we are. I just want to preface this that we are in a situation where there is, some heavy rain, strong winds, and potentially dangerous situations for the islands. At this point, we are going to get to all those things, but this is more of an education for the public that may have any questions that we could answer that, you never know, might help enlighten the general public's education and let them understand what exactly is going on outside just a normal, regular newscast. Let me get my wind shear situation up. Because it always seems to be a big question about wind shear. And while I do that, could you maybe explain to folks your thoughts on wind shear and its effect on hurricanes?
Yeah, so wind shear is the difference in the wind speed and direction at upper levels to lower levels. And so at the lower level, we typically have trade winds. At the upper levels, if you've ever sat on the beach and noticed the clouds coming in at low levels to you, you'll see that they're going the opposite direction at up high most times. And that's wind shear, the change in wind speed or direction with altitude. And wind shear is wonderful for the Hawaiian Islands because it is often what keeps us safe. So same thing with Hurricane Lane. As the storm approached the islands, wind shear, or the upper level winds from southwest to northeast, kind of helped to break apart the storm. And this case with Douglas has been a little bit different, I think, because of the storm track. It tracked over some cooler waters, and so that helped it to weaken earlier. But now that the waters are warm near the islands, we are relying on wind shear for causing the storm to weaken as it approaches. And wind shear is one of those things that it's like trades. So trade winds, we have them most of the time. We don't have them all the time. Same thing with our upper level westerlies. We have them most of the time, but not all the time. And so this is one of the times that we have them, and so we're very thankful. And we talked about this last time. It feels like it was just yesterday, but I suppose it was 2 years ago. So maybe it's time for a refresher. When I say last time, I mean during Hurricane Lane coverage in 2018. But so if you imagine a tropical storm that has some rotation, it will be strongest and be most well-formed when it can stay vertically stacked. Just like if you spin a top. If it's perfectly straight up and down, it spins fastest and will keep spinning the longest. But as soon as it starts to get some tilt, it'll wobble and then fall down. So same thing with hurricanes. The wind shear, the change in wind speed and direction with altitude, causes the storm to effectively get something of a wobble. It kind of tilts the upper level so that it's no longer stacked on top of the lower level, and then storms tend to weaken when they don't have that nice upright position.
I have a graphic that you and I made for one of our blogs months back about wind shear. In our blog, Cruz and Nuge, by the way, we specifically address wind shear. And this is the same graphic, Dr. Nugent. So if we can, Director Kim, if we can take full screen on this. And then this is, kind of the best way to explain wind shear. Could you, go and explain maybe the surface trade winds with the orange and the upper altitude winds? This is, by the way, current wind shear. And just since we're used to this graphic, we'll just go from there. So you see the circulation. We'll start with that. You see the circulation of Hurricane Douglas to the east of the Big Island right now.
Yes, so the yellow is surface winds, and so you can see the trades are going over most island, but right around the circulation of Douglas, you can see that kind of the lower level winds are looping more tightly. And then the upper level winds in white are completely different from the lower level winds. I think a lot of times we only think about the winds that are impacting us, which are the ones that, and by impacting us, I mean directly impacting us, the winds that you can feel. Mm-hmm. But we forget that the atmosphere, the weather part of the atmosphere is the lowest maybe 10 or 20 kilometers of our atmosphere. And at different layers, different things can be happening. And so that's actually exactly what you see there. For Oahu, we have easterly, northeasterly trades, and then we have kind of this southerly or southwesterly upper level flow at the high altitudes.
Yeah, it's clearly shown, a different altitude. By the way, if you were to give an altitude rough estimate to viewers at home, how high upper altitude winds are in feet, just to explain the difference between, of course, surface trade winds at sea level, about roughly, how many thousand feet up are those upper level winds?
So usually when we refer to upper level winds, we are thinking about the altitude where airplanes fly. So it's called 200 hectopascals, or around 38,000 feet, 12 kilometers. So
it's pretty high up there. And it's, by the way, it's those same upper altitude winds that bring moisture to the top of Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, and Haleakala when it snows. The mechanism for bringing that moisture and freezing it and having it come down as snow are those upper altitude clouds, actually, that move in and get caught up by, snows on Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa. And of course, thunderstorm activity will do the same thing, but upper altitude winds and the bitter cold air up there does contribute to that snow. Anything else that you wanted to add to wind shear before we move on?
Maybe just to remind viewers, so wind shear, I guess it's called shear because it's, there's difference in wind speed and direction at different altitude or heights. And it doesn't necessarily have to be direction. It could be just faster winds up high, for example. That's wind shear. But maybe just a shout out that thank God for wind shear.
Yes, we have a sign that says that here at KHON. Let's see. Larry on Kauai says, do you think the wind shear between Kauai and Oahu, which is currently stronger than near the system itself, will that move the actual storm farther north?
So that's an interesting question, but from what I understand, it's usually the lower level winds or lower and middle level winds that are the steering flows, so
okay.
the winds that are steering the storm. And so usually the upper level winds don't play a strong role in moving or steering where the storm goes. So my initial reaction would be no.
Okay.
What do you think?
I agree. It's the lower levels that steer the storms, and the upper levels wouldn't have maybe just a slight change on that, or not a change, but more of a slight impact on that. But it's really about the lower level winds, and the upper level winds, of course, we want those strong so that it kills off those storms. Okay.
Yeah, maybe one other point is also as a storm weakens, the lower level winds become more and more important. And so as it's going from a Category 1 to a tropical storm, I would say that the upper level winds become, less and less significant.
Okay. Sounds good. Fair enough. All right, up next to Cruz and Nuge question. Here we go. This is it's a very good question from Ralph Gomez. He said, wouldn't a measure of ocean temperatures help predict the path of the hurricane? I think this question is asking, do warm ocean temperatures predict a path of the hurricane, or is it simply just in terms of the chance of formation and how long it stays with that ocean temperature? And I'm going to pull up an ocean temperature chart here so we could talk about this. But yeah, that in essence is the question. Do ocean temperatures steer a system, or is it just all about intensity?
Yeah, so sea surface temperatures don't steer storms. It's about the pressure systems and winds. And so sea surface temperatures are important, though, but they're not important for storm track. They're only important for storm intensity. So the the rough number is around 80 degrees. If you have sea surface temperatures that are warmer than 80 degrees Fahrenheit, then your storm can strengthen. If they're lower, then it'll likely weaken. And the reason is because those warm sea surface temperatures provide a lot of moisture to the atmosphere, and it's that moisture, that evaporation from the ocean to the atmosphere, that is the fuel for the storm. And when I say fuel, I literally mean it provides the energy for the storm. As water vapor condenses to liquid water, it releases heat as latent heat, and that latent heat is actually the energy that drives the upward motion and keeps things going. And so that sea surface temperature is super important, but not for track, only for intensity.
Okay, so not to track. This is a somewhat of a contour line of the ocean temperatures around Hawaii right now. A little bit, unusual from what I've seen in cyclones of the past, where usually we're having a situation where the waters around Hawaii are a bit cooler than the waters preceding it, but that's not the case this time. As you could see, Douglas is actually in cooler waters, and now encountering near the Hawaiian Islands a bit warmer water. That's a bit unusual to me. Can I get your thoughts about this? And then we're going to talk about the track afterwards, because usually I think it's normally to the opposite, right? Cooler waters over Hawaii, warmer waters elsewhere.
Yeah, so I'm not an ocean expert, but my general impression is the same, that normally we don't have warmer temperatures right over the islands. But what I've seen is that there's kind of this warm patch that's been hanging around right where the Hawaiian Islands are. And so even though this year we're headed towards a potentially either ENSO neutral or a La Nina year, which would mean cooler ocean temperatures, that's more equatorial, and we're 20 degrees north. And so we've seen the temperatures stay either at average or just above average around the Hawaiian Islands this year.
All right, sounds good. We are going to pause with the question, and thank you again, Ralph, for that question. We're going to pause for a quick moment and refresh yourself, not refresh yourself, but refresh the audience with the track of the system. Now at 8 o'clock, they did a position update, and at 11 p.m. they're going to do a full track and intensity update. I just want to take this and show you that the system is now 295 miles east-southeast of Kahului, Maui, and inching closer, edging closer to the islands. The winds are still at 90 miles per hour with gusts to 115 miles per hour. It's still moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. And for Gina Mangieri, who loves millibars, it's at 982 millibars. There is no change in track with this update. This is simply just a positioning update of the center of the system. We're still dealing with a weak Category 1 as it moves north of the Big Island and Maui, and so at some point transitions from a Category 1 to a tropical storm somewhere, between Oahu and Maui. It should be a tropical storm, and a strong tropical storm at this point, very, very near Kauai. And so that is the latest with the track. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Cruz and Nuge. She's back with us, but a little bit different this time compared to last coverages of storm systems, simply because of the pandemic. She is working from home, and I appreciate you doing this. You're doing this out of the love of your heart for science and education to the people of Hawaii. So I wish you were right here with me like it was before, but the TV's about 4 feet, and we need 6 feet minimum social distancing and masks. So this actually works out okay, considering the circumstances. Thank you again for joining us, Dr. Nuge.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm very, very happy to be here. Because you're right, I love talking about science, and I love helping people to understand weather.
And I've sat in her class. It's very informative, very interesting, very good stuff, and her students love her. Okay, next question. Let's see. This is interesting. I'm just going to throw this out there. And you don't have to answer it. Alban Gray says, I have a question for the doctor right now. Does a hurricane, actually, it's kind of a legit question in the times that we're living at right now. Does a hurricane have a chance to carry coronavirus in the storm when it hits the island? I'm giving it
That's
to you
an
first.
interesting question.
Yeah. Why don't we do this? Why don't we say this? We are not infectious disease specialists, so the projection of airborne droplets during a hurricane, maybe that's a study and an answer for an infectious disease specialist.
Yeah, I guess I was trying to imagine. So I know that, wind can blow dust and it can blow sea spray and it can blow things around. But I guess the question is, like, how long would a droplet last in the air? And then the other question is, like, if one droplet gets to you, you probably wouldn't be infected. You need like a whole bunch. So yeah, I'm not an infectious disease expert, but to me, this storm doesn't make me feel concerned more about COVID-19 than I otherwise would, as long as I'm staying at home by myself.
Yeah.
If I had to go to a storm shelter, I would definitely want to be prepared and bring my mask and try to stay away from other people. But
as everyone should.
Hopefully we can all stay at home.
Yeah. I'll just add a footnote to that. From a lot of the news reports from the CDC, if you're going to be in a situation where you have flowing air versus indoors where the air is not ventilated or flowing, it's better to be outdoors because of, the wind carrying the water or the aerosols and water droplets, not water droplets, but just the droplets away from you.